Aaron Phillips and Ricky Cash here on Vegas Unwrapped on KLAV, and in the house is DNR House of Diamonds, the exclusive diamond provider here in Las Vegas, and we're going to continue finding out why that is with their unique concept of providing you one-on-one customer service, but it's better than customer service. Personalized service is really the best word for you guys. So continue on with how you developed this. You guys were talking about how you guys met, the concept, and how you got to where you are today. Where are you?
Well, today we're about to celebrate our 1-year anniversary.
Right.
And so when Dave and I started talking about it, we set up a game plan on what we had to do and what we wanted our customers to benefit from this operation. And one of the things we really wanted to focus on was diamonds and where we could resource them. And I'll let Dave tell you about a relationship he had developed many years ago, and it come back to bless us.
Well, along the journey of that 37 years, you meet a lot of people in the industry, and you know, blessings are amazing things. But one particular relationship's family had kind of blown up in Israel over the last 10 years, and they became one of the largest diamond importers in the world. And their son, who I knew very closely through another relationship, was very, very gracious when I called him and explained to him what we were trying to do. And for two young guys in a single environment where we're not a major jewelry chain, we're being supplied by one of the largest diamond suppliers in the world, one of the largest wholesalers in the world. And that, coupled with the fact that we have intentionally kept our offices and our operating margins so low, we can offer our clients just incredible pricing. We're buying prime, even maybe more so than many jewelers out there.
Right.
And we just don't have the typical overhead expense intentionally. You know, we set up the office in such a way, and I know you were laughing earlier about us playing golf. Yeah, we do love to play golf, I have to admit. But you know, the benefit of the office, the way we have it is that we can meet with our clients at their time that's convenient for them. We work by appointment.
Right.
And the unique thing, and we have client after client tell us, this is really cool. We're in our office. There's no one milling around behind us. We don't have to be careful what we say or how we say it. And we just feel like we're the center of attention, and they are. And we treat every client in such a way that they become our friends.
Sure.
And it's a very comfortable environment. It's not a hard sale in any way, shape, or form. We just want to serve. We want to help our clients with all of the years' experience. You know, Rich feels very passionate about the military here in Las Vegas and making sure that they're taken care of. And we have a great following from our years here in Las Vegas following us. So it's just been a wonderful, wonderful experience this first year.
I want to make sure that the listening audience understands that we were not talking about walking into a typical jewelry store here. We're talking about setting an appointment, one-on-one service in an office, a secure office.
Yes.
Okay, we're not talking about just, you know, an open-door office.
In a very nice, very professional environment.
It's in the office suites at Tivoli Village, above Tivoli. It's it's a Regis office, the Regis office setup, and your office is in there. They have great staff that greet you and get you ready for your appointments. But the office is such that it's like sitting down in just this private space that, like Dave said, there's no hanger-oners, there's nobody hovering, you're not pressured by, there's people here who want to look at this or look at that. This is one-on-one, personalized attention that the buyer is getting, and that's important.
It's like going to your psychiatrist.
Yeah.
You have a nice office.
Why, you're crazy to buy diamonds? Is that what you're making there? No.
I get the point is that it's the quiet environment that one really needs. I mean, we're talking about diamonds.
Right.
This isn't like going out and buying, you know, a
pair of earrings.
Yeah, exactly. Well, unless they're diamond earrings.
Well, that's true.
But
a watch.
But the point being is that diamonds have that exclusivity that deserves to have the
attention.
Privacy and the attention that you're supposed to get.
Right.
I love the concept.
Right.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Plus the fact is, you're right. Nobody's out there. They don't know where you're going. They don't know what you're doing.
Right.
I mean, if you're looking for surprises for the wife or for the girlfriend or whomever, right? What a nice place to do that at.
Right.
You know, nobody's going to catch it.
So just to give you a picture of what it looks like, we actually have two offices, and they're beautiful offices by Regis. And we actually have 4 showcases in our office, and the beautiful LED lights. We have plenty of product, and we sit down with you. We have design software. We can literally design over 1 million different rings and pendants and necklaces and earrings. So we can sit down and pretty much create anything for somebody. And we've had a lot of customers come in that have some kind of design in mind, and we've created it for
But you also educate your clients.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, most guys know cars. We know cars,
You
okay?
bet.
We know what kind of motors are in cars, we know that, but when you wanna go buy a diamond,
Right.
I mean, it's a little scary, it's a little intimidating,
Right.
even though you do the research online, there's so much information out there that sometimes you're not sure exactly what you read is true or isn't true. That's where Rich and I really feel good about the fact that we sit people down, we don't even show a ring, we don't show a diamond.
Right.
Let's just, what questions do you have about diamonds?
Right.
How can we give you information so that now you can talk our language and tell us what's important to
Right,
you?
right.
And that's, we really pride ourselves in making that a simple, non-confusing process that anyone can feel comfortable with.
Right, absolutely, and that's important. I mean, you want to feel educated, you want to understand what you're buying, and I think, like you said, it is such a very dark area for a lot of people that to have an understanding of where they're investing their money is important.
Exactly. Yep.
Now, there are a couple of, predisposed ideas about diamonds. Number one, they're so unaffordable that nobody can afford to buy one. That's
Sure.
one. And then the second is, unless the clarity is, absolutely perfect, everybody's gonna be able to tell the imperfections. On top of this, where do these chocolate diamonds start to come into play? Because I'm hearing about that all the time, and that might be my downfall come next month. So you're gonna help me on this, right, guys?
Of course. Well, chocolate diamonds, everybody's looking for a different niche and a different thing to bring out because people don't like the same thing on everybody. And chocolate diamonds are just diamonds that are heavily included or have a little brown color, a little yellowish color to them. And they're relatively actually inexpensive. So people are using them, they're taking the inexpensive diamonds and they're trying to design and make quality stuff, and therefore if you get everybody to love them, because there's thousands and thousands and millions of these lower quality diamonds, and now if they can develop something and design something that people love, they have a place for these diamonds and they can make money off them.
A typical, diamonds based, the price is based really on, as we all have heard, the 4 C's so many times, but color is a big part of that, and the more color the diamond has, a tint of brown or yellow, it's a little less rare, so it's a little less expensive. But if you can create a beautiful piece of jewelry with those gems, the masses love it.
So it makes it affordable for people like Phillips and Cash.
Exactly.
Cash.
Exactly.
Cash, the operative word.
An interesting analogy when you think of, there's a fact about diamonds, and that is to find a 1-carat diamond, you need to move 250 tons of ore. Now that's an interesting statistic, right? So now let's put it in a visual that all of us understand. We all know what a Ford F-150 truck is. Let's put 150 Ford F-150 trucks on a golf course and fill them all full of dirt.
Wow.
That's 250 tons of earth. Now when you think about it, how much money did it cost to move that much earth? That diamond's pretty affordable, isn't it?
Yikes.
There you go.
That's it.
I'm sold.
Cash will take 2. Put mine on his card.
Right.
Now, you can design, obviously, as you mentioned, you can do all that right there. I mean, is there any part of this process that you guys don't do?
No, we do it all. We do jewelry repair, we sell watches, we repair watches. We do anything that a traditional jewelry store does. We just do it on a one-on-one basis with our customers.
Wonderful.
My other question to you with regard to this, of course, it's the diamonds, but do you deal with other stones as well?
Oh, of course. All kinds of gems, rubies, sapphires, emeralds. A very, very good friend of ours owns one of the largest gemstone import houses in Atlanta. We can get anything from an exotic color to an exotic type. I had a client come in, he wanted a particular, what's called a paparasha sapphire, which is a beautiful orangey color sapphire, but he wanted it hex cut. He wanted it very specifically cut. So we recently just completed that for him, and it's just a very important thing that this ring be very unique, very different, one of a kind, and we were excited to help him with it.
Now, of course, you know, you're listening to the owners of the business, and listeners out there are probably saying, well, these guys own the place. Of course they're going to talk, you know, high and mighty about themselves. I want to encourage you to go out to Yelp.com and look these guys up, because in that program, you're not allowed to write your own testimonials. And you guys have got a ton of testimonials out there from your customers, and you have actually done classes, I know, on teaching other businesses the value of Yelp. So I want to encourage our listeners, go on to Yelp.com and look at D&R House of Diamonds and look at the history that their clientele is telling you of their service and their product and everything else that you can get. And it's a great tool to know that that's being backed up by what these gentlemen are talking about.
I think it's great that not only do they, you know, specialize, of course, in the diamonds and their unique business concept, but the fact that you can just about get anything there.
Right.
That has to do with jewelry, you know,
Right.
watches, rings, bracelets, the whole thing. And, you know, again, you get that sense, and you called it originally customer service, and you're right on, because it is.
Mhm.
It's something that, you know, it's like you're getting something from a friend rather than just going to a store.
Right.
And I think that means so much. I mean, that's something that, well, that's all part of this networking thing that we're all about, and that is, it's a lot easier to do business with a friend than it is with a stranger.
Right. Well, we have somebody, one of our groups, that always says, you know, wouldn't you want to buy a car from someone you know? Well,
Exactly.
Wouldn't you want to do business with somebody that you know and you're comfortable with in any arena?
Sure, absolutely.
It's always been our vision that building relationships. We don't want to help a customer and never see them again.
Right.
It's all about building that relationship. And when that customer knows anybody, or they're thinking about anything themselves that has anything to do with jewelry, that we want them to think of us.
Absolutely.
You know, you talk about service being a dying art, but, you know, old-fashioned, whatever, you take care of your clients, and your clients will take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very simple prospect in business, and we believe it very sincerely. That's why everything about our concept is set up to serve the client, to
Right.
offer them comfort and service as well as value for their time and their dollar.
Before we run out of time, let's make sure we give our listeners contact information, website, phone numbers, emails. How can folks get in touch with you to set appointments?
Well, you can contact us easiest is on our website at www.dnrhouseofdiamonds.com, or even shorter, dnrdiamonds.com. And we've tried to make it as convenient as possible. Just go to that website. At the very top, there's a green banner, and that banner indicates to set an appointment with us. Simply click on that green button, and you'll go right to our appointment calendar, and you can set whatever time is convenient. If you'd prefer to talk to us directly, feel free to call our phone number, 702-758-3421. Rich or myself will answer that call personally and set the appointment that's most convenient for you.
And I want to mention that it is the word "and" that is spelled out in between.
A-N-D.
A-N-D, D and R, so it is the word in there, and good stuff.
I have a quickie question
Yeah.
for you, and that's percentage-wise, because it's always fascinating to me. You know, we associate jewelry with women, all right? Percentage of jewelry that you do for women as opposed to what you do for men.
Wow, great question.
Yeah, very, very good question. Typically, most men have purchased jewelry, but it's changing. We find that a lot more women are purchasing jewelry, and they're being the buyers and the lookers. So we are dealing with a lot more women now, and usually it's tradition, but tradition is meant to be broken. So a lot of times we'll have guys come in and with their fiance looking at rings, and she'll pick out the ring and he picks out the diamond. Sometimes he surprises her. So it's pretty unique how over the years it's changed.
It's evened out a lot.
Do
It's
you sell
evened out.
more women's jewelry still by a great percentage, though?
Oh, yeah. I would say we probably sell 80-20,
That's-
women versus men.
That's what I was going to guess.
Yeah.
Good.
Good, so they can buy it themselves.
Well, I'm just thinking in terms of, you know, I mean, women,
Right.
it's automatic.
Right.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend, not
Right.
the guy's best
Yeah.
friend.
You don't see guys wearing a ton of diamonds, at least not
Unless
nowadays.
unless they can really afford it.
Right, exactly. Exactly. We're not talking CZs here, folks. So, guys, thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it. Just give the contact information one more time, if you would, please.
Sure, you can reach us at DNR House of Diamonds. Again, click that green button to book the appointment, and the phone number is 702.
He doesn't call himself.
702-758-3421. Again, 702-758-3421. It's been great.
And we're going to have you guys, we're going to be promoting with you guys for Valentine's Day. I know you got some stuff on the works, so if you're thinking of engagement or that's somebody special or anything that you want, Valentine's Day is just about a month away. These are the guys to help you out, folks.
You know, I think if we want to maintain good relationships over the next year with our spouses, I think we need to make an appointment to go over and see them.
Well, here's the thing. I just passed my 25th wedding anniversary.
I'm thinking about that. You got a 50th birthday coming
And my
up.
wife and I are celebrating our 50th this year.
Oh, congratulations.
Birthday, so we're going to have to figure something out. But what she doesn't know is on the day of her birthday in May, Cash and I are hosting a beauty pageant. So I have to make up for something.
She's gonna love that.
She's going to love
She
that
needs
one.
a diamond.
Oh, yeah, she needs something. All right. Yeah, that was Rich and Dave from DNR House of Diamonds. Check them out, folks. 702-758-3421. You will not be sorry with their service and pricing. These guys are the real deal. Check them out. Go take care of what you got to do from your jewelry needs, Mr. Cash.